Beginner's Bible, Timeless Children's Stories by Zunder Kids. The Beginner's Bible, which is also illustrated by Zunderman. Ten Plagues, Exodus 7 through 12. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh's place. They said, "You must let the Israelites go free. If you do not, God will punish you." Pharaoh said, "No, I do not know your God." Then he made the Israelites work even harder. God was not pleased, so he changed the main river to blood. Pharaoh did not care. "I will never let the Israelites go," he said. Then God sent frogs to Egypt. They were sitting in chairs, hopping upstairs and jumping all over the beds. Pharaoh said, "Take the frogs away, and I will let your people go." So God took the frogs away. But Pharaoh changed his mind and said, "No." God sent more plagues to Egypt. First, there were pesky gnats. Then came a frenzy of flies. Next, all the animals got sick. Then the Egyptians' skin broke out in sores. Damaging hailstorms came, and then swarms of locusts ate the crops. Then darkness covered everything. Sometimes Pharaoh said he would let the people go. But after God took away each plague, Pharaoh changed his mind and said no. Moses had one last message from God for Pharaoh. "If you do not let my people go, the firstborn son in each Egyptian family will die." Pharaoh refused to listen, so God kept his promise. Pharaoh finally said, "Go now." The Red Sea, Exodus 14. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. During the day, God went ahead of them in a pillar of cloud. During the night, God went ahead of them in a pillar of fire. God led the Israelites to the edge of the Red Sea. Pharaoh and his army were close behind. The Israelites did not know what to do. They screamed, "We are trapped. What have you done to us, Moses?" Moses said, "Do not be afraid. God will protect us." God's cloud came between the Israelites and Pharaoh's army. They could not see anything. God told Moses, "Raise your staff over the sea." Then the Lord pushed back the sea to make a path. Moses and the Israelites followed the path through the sea and to the other side. But Pharaoh's army followed close behind. Moses raised his staff again, and the sea swept away Pharaoh and his army. Moses and all the Israelites sang praises to God. They were free. They weren't slaves anymore. Food from heaven. Exodus 16. The Israelites traveled for many days. They were tired and hungry. They complained to Moses, "There is nothing to eat in the desert. At least we had food in Egypt. Now we are starving." God heard them. That evening, God sent birds called quail for the Israelites to eat. The next morning, God sent bread from heaven. It was called manna and tasted like honey. The Israelites found that manna on the ground, but they complained again. "We are thirsty." Moses asked God what to do. God said, "Hit the rock with your staff." When Moses hit it, cool, fresh water gushed out for everyone to drink. While they were in the desert, the Israelites would not go hungry or thirsty again. Ten Commandments. Exodus 19 through 20. God led the Israelites to a mountain. Thunder roared and lightning flashed. People heard a loud trumpet blast. Then God called Moses to the top of the mountain and said, "I am the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt." God wrote the 10 Commandments on 2 stone tablets for all the people to obey. 1. God is the only true God. 2. Never make idols. 3. Never misuse the Lord's name. 4. Rest on the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. 5. Honor your father and your mother. 6. Do not murder. 7. Husbands and wives must not commit adultery. 8. Do not steal. 9. Do not tell lies. 10. Never want what belongs to others. The Israelites needed a place to worship. God showed them exactly how to build a special tent. It was called the tabernacle. God placed a cloud over the tent. Whenever the cloud moved, the Israelites packed up and followed it.